race relations, technology. Not much in common, until now. Hi, I'm Ander Nichols, and here in Williamsburg, a group of young, hip, urban millennials have been making waves with what some might call an entrepreneurial approach to social justice.
Justice, equality, freedom. These are the things the black community has been seeking ever since it, found itself in America.
What did we get instead of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? We got lies, crack, and white guilt.
We want more than just the equality sought by the Black Lives Matter movement.
We want a form of reparations that people are not willing to talk about.
And that is...
Look around you, Jerry. White slaves.
Since its launch on Martin Luther King Jr. Day of last year, Slavify has risen to the #1 social justice-related app in the App Store. I've asked my new best friends how it works.
First, a prospective slave makes his or herself eligible by downloading the app and submitting a selfie, medical history, and a few physical traits.
Based on that information, slaves are then assigned a monetary valuation which makes them visible on the virtual auction block. Black users select a slave, click purchase, and voila, they're a slave master.
Owning multiple slaves can qualify you for what we call plantation status, which we think is pretty neat.
I've spoke with several white slaves indentured to the Slavify app. This is Jed, one of the first slaves indentured to the service.
Being a slave is so sick because it's a way for me to give back to the African American community. But more importantly, it helps me feel good about myself. My family never even owned slaves, but after learning about it in school and seeing Django, I always felt so bad about the whole thing. Once I learned about Slavify, I knew it was exactly what I wanted to do.
Another important core value is making sure we give our slaves only the most authentic experience possible. We hold nothing back, from the hatred to the verbal abuse to,
I hate you, slave!
Ah, thank you.
I hate your white skin!
Oh,
I
thank
hate
you.
your white teeth!
Yes, I just
Have there been any legal problems with this?
I hate your
By
white
agreeing to
underwear.
the terms and conditions of the app, all slaves voluntarily relinquish their 13th and 14th Amendment rights. Yeah.
I'm happy to be a slave because I can finally do something meaningful for my country.
Black people deserve it.
It looks great on my resume, especially when I'm applying to dental school.
Oh, I love slavery. You know, I am a Jew.
White guilt!
I identify as white.
Slavify, the newest app.
You want more, you lazy, pasty motherfucker?
Yes, I'm pale and deserve it.